It's Wednesday, it's time for a brand new weekly challenge, the Lakeside Getaway. Well, that sounds very relaxing. Let's see what they got in store for us. Secret stash, find the loot, and get out. Oh. Of course. I almost forgot. Beth is the weekly hero. She is fully upgraded. Let's use Beth. Let's use Beth. Not a character that I've often used, actually. So this is a real interesting chance to give her a go. Yeah, come on. The Starbound Rifle's more fun. So because my daily challenge is about getting kills with an assault and a hunter, I want to make sure that I've got those on team. Missions. Right, okay. Got to watch out for those speedies. Speedies can be a problem. Maybe I should have given Beth a sawtooth blade. Lovely. You just can't forget how good the bayonet musket is, though. I mean, it really is something else. Let's get a bunch of these done. So we've got those speedies that start on the map. Obviously, this is a find stuff in the crates map, so that means that Glenn is a bit of a main man on this one. Let's let these guys kill him, just because, again, this is my weekly challenge. My daily challenge, sorry, is to get some kills with hunters and assault characters. Okay, so we search these. Not too much to say about this one, I guess. You definitely have some ranged characters on here. If you like to go ranged, you're not going to go wrong. You're probably going to want Beth leading if you want those additional stars. Well, she's an okay hero. Her leadership trait is pretty interesting. I don't think she rates quite as well as Glenn or Huntsman Daryll or Survivalist Rick as far as scouts go. And of course you want to have a non-hero scout as well, because their tokens are just a lot easier to come by. But I mean, she's not bad, especially with this nice little star boost. And it's fun having these weekly heroes. You get to try people that you otherwise wouldn't use. I certainly don't use Beth very much at all, so I'm up for it. Okay. What's next at the Lakeside Getaway? A dump site. Okay. We've got more speedies. Is that going to be a recurring theme? Okay, so they're gonna pop in every turn. They are not part of a threat counter, but yeah, they're just crawling out of these piles. Top left, top right. What else do we get? Looks like 4 come in per turn. It's a small map. Yeah, I can imagine this one being tricky when it gets to that point where you're not sure if you're going to be able to defeat the enemy with one shot. That could be a problem. So it's only about sort of 4 turns. If you're using Beth, obviously keep people in that sort of ring of influence that she exerts when she makes a kill. Actually, let me just double check. That is exactly how her leadership trait works. Again, don't often use her. I don't want to be putting out incorrect information, so we'll quickly snap back. We'll have a quick look at Beth. Lovely. I love this skipping mechanic. The fact that you get so many stars, such a quick amount of time, it's lovely. Okay, so Beth kills her main target or uses a charge attack. Target emits an area buff. Right. Survivors must stand within the buff's range to receive the effect. Yes. So those little swirly circles that appear, yes, you definitely want your characters in there if you're having trouble getting kills. The garden, okay, that's a bit better than a dumpster. It's a bit better than a dump site. When you're at your Lakeside Getaway, do you want to be at a dump site? No, you want to be in a garden. Okay, start off with 5 walkers. Okay, as soon as we start working on that door, some more appear. That's worth knowing. Okay, and then they just start flooding in at a rate of knots. I think that having an assault and a hunter here is actually a pretty good idea, because we are really maximizing the number of kills that we can get. Oh hey, what? How did you survive? Alright, okay. Probably wasn't in range, I guess. Yeah, so I mean, look at this. Maybe... oof. Have Yumiko open the door, because then she's perfectly happy to just blat away at those bad guys as she does that. Oh. Okay. Alright, better get out of there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there we go. You got Maggie. Good for you, Speedy. Okay, I mean, these bad guys just come flooding out. I mean, you're going to need characters that can hit hard and hit a lot of enemies all at once. Or maybe even some bruisers, so that you can absorb that. But I think even bruisers would get swamped pretty badly on that one. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I think definitely bringing the bayonet rifle is a good idea, so you've got the chance of having a ranged attack when you're, you know, if you have it, if you're using Beth as the leader. But my gosh, yeah, any kind of weapon that you have that might stymie the enemy's movement, stun them, anything like that. Maybe a good idea to bring that along. In fact, while we're at it, let's just switch something up. Okay. Occupied, kill the boss walker. Yeah, so I was working on upgrading Daryll's assault rifle. It's something that is available from this session's guild shop. So let's, in honor of that, let's give Rosita Daryll's assault rifle. You can see right away that it is not a high damage causing weapon. Does have a lovely charge attack where it pins the enemy in place. That's great. Okay, let's just stay here. Let's just see what happens. Killed tough walkers. Well, who are the tough walkers? I'm not really sort of seeing who they might be at the moment. Nice. Definitely got bad guys sort of flooding out. So the interesting thing, of course, about Daryll's assault rifle is that it is silent. Any mission, I think all but one so far have had a threat counter. That's something to consider. You don't want to be causing yourself more problems than you otherwise would have. So on this mission, it says take out the tough walkers. What it means is those speedies. Speedies, of course, are not particularly tough. They don't take any more damage than just a normal walker. So it's a little bit erroneous that they're calling them tough. But, okay, take out the unique walker. Go with that. That one's definitely around that previous one. Definitely one where you can use ranged characters. Loot boxes and get out. Okay. I shan't repeat myself by saying that Glenn would be a good one to take, but you've already got a scout on the team, so... I mean, Glenn is definitely a nice to take when you have those kinds of missions, but it's not, you know, he's not a must take. You don't have to bring him. Okay. speedies. We search these crates, and clearly that brings in reinforcements. So that's one to watch. Make sure you are prepared to deal with some reinforcements when you search these crates. This one could be tough. Okay, so they come down from there instead. And then as we make our escape, yeah, they come flooding in. So just, you're going to have a whole lot of walkers. You might be very keen to search those crates as soon as possible so that you can get out of there. But that will bring in reinforcements. This is where, I mean, yeah, bringing Glenn, definitely a good idea, because you know that you're going to have more on your plate to deal with as soon as you start searching those crates. So remember, you don't have to use Beth as the leader. Yes, you get more stars if you do. It's always nice to try out these characters and make the most of this weekly hero thing, but you don't have to use her. So if you think that you would be better off using Glenn as your leader, or Sasha, you know, anybody, then you just use those. Don't feel like you're missing anything out by not using the weekly hero. You are gaining something if you do use them, but you're not missing out if you don't, if that makes sense. Detonate the explosives. Alright, the explosives are up there, and what I think I might have been able to do is simply rush my scout up there to detonate those right away. Well, now I don't know if this is going to potentially blow us up, so I'm very tempted to get behind here. Oh, it takes time. Great. I wish... Yes, I kind of wish I had kept Rosita available, because of course having an assault doing this would be very helpful. So I've managed to get Maggie injured. That's no good. So this takes time. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, that didn't go so well. But then that's why I do these little videos, so that perhaps you know what to expect. It's not a problem. Now that we know what to do, of course, we can rectify that. Yes, mistakes were made, but it's no problem to get the full stars on that. It takes 3 turns then to activate the detonator. And in the meantime, you're going to be fighting for your life. Definitely having weapons that restrict enemy movement would be very handy. There's speedies, there's a tank, all of that kind of stuff. So, hey, there you go. Now you know. I made mistakes, so you don't have to. I don't think this is a very common set of challenges. I think I've done this at least once before, but I don't really recognize a lot of these. So that's kind of fun. It's fun to have a new set of challenges that isn't the same old thing, and bring its own, its own tactics and strategies to it. So that's what to expect. If anybody has any top tips, and people usually do, since this seems like it could be a slightly tricky set of challenges, please do let me know what they are in the comments. And as ever, thank you for watching.